Number 10, I'm still shocked and appalled by this, but at the same time, it is one of my favourite things to have ever happened ever. We have the Cristiano Ronaldo bust. I don't think I'm ever gonna stop finding images of the 2017 unveiled bust of Cristiano Ronaldo funny. Sculptor Emmanuel Santos just didn't get it right, did he? The bust was commissioned for display at Madeira Airport in Portugal. Ronaldo, of course, is a Portuguese football superstar who now plays for Juventus FC in Italy. The 34-year-old is an absolute superstar, a very well-known face, so I don't know why his face ended up looking like this. Sculptor Santos said, "I wanted to reflect his inner strength when he was preparing to take a free kick or a corner." Instead, to me, he kinda ended up reflecting what the star would look like if he was hit in the face by a bat, but was oddly happy about it. When the football star visited the bust on its grand unveiling day, he actually found it pretty funny. Who wouldn't? I'm glad he's got a sense of humour. Funny as it may have been, many good people of the internet found it scary. Soccer AM tweeted that the bust gets creepier the more you zoom in, which actually, yeah. Others photoshopped him peeping from a drain in the style of Pennywise from It, like peekaboo. Honestly, this is just so funny that I can't even laugh about it anymore because I've laughed about it so much. But trust me, I'm laughing inside. I don't love this at number 9, I really don't. I don't find it funny, I find it creepy. We have the man-eating rabbit. I guess from the title of this point, you probably have a preconception of what this might look like, so let's see if it matches up with your imagination. There we go. To me, this is just classic Czech Republic. This sculpture was created by Adam Turbusek, who says that he was inspired by Francisco de Goya's work, Saturn Devouring His Son. To be honest, I love that piece, it's so dramatic, I laugh every time. Maybe that's not the point, but I find it kind of funny. Turbusek said, "In my sculpture, it is depicting society. I showed it for what it really is. The man is in the grip of the system, he is helpless and sick." It's a very rabbit of Caerbannog. Run away! Run away! Coming in at number 8, we have nightmare arachnids. I literally just said arachnids to enhance the drama, but still, giant spider statues? Hard no from me. Sculptor Louise Bourgeois created 6 giant spider sculptures in 1997 and has since become the highest paid woman artist in history as a result of a later auction of one of the beasties, one of which had a shocking price tag of 28.2 million. I am really pleased for her and I'm gonna let her finish, but these are some of the scariest sculptures of all time. Honestly, look at that big spider in Washington DC. To me it seems like the start of some kind of apocalypse movie. From 6 spiders to 6 broken men at number 7, we have the broken men. That's right, not 1 but 6 creepy statues line the steps heading up the Petrin Hill in Prague. This series of sculptures are very scary and seem to disappear as you walk up the steps, their bodies mutating and splitting open and lacking limbs. Never a party. The collection is as a memorial to the victims of the former communism regime, with a plaque reading that 4,500 people died in prison, 327 were shot trying to escape, and 248 were executed. The stressful thing about these statues is that they appear to decay, which I really don't like. Shall we take a trip to the underworld at number 6? Let's have it. We are seeing the Ghosts of Hell Garden. This is another, I don't know, should we call it a collection? I think we shall. These statues are, I guess they're pretty horrifying, aren't they? Their tongues look like fruit roll-ups, but not even in a fun and tasty way. It's more a, please keep those away from me, stop waggling them way. Blech. Tongues. Tongues are creepy. It seems that these statues are located in Wang Sen Suk Gardens in Bang Sen City in Thailand. The large beings are depicting pretas, hungry ghosts of materialistic people cursed to spend the afterlife in a constant state of famish, craving money, power, fame, sex, or food. Below these hungry ghosts are smaller statues, some of which are being disemboweled, others are being savaged by dogs. I believe one member of the garden party is being boiled alive. I think it's time for me to do my shocked face again. But also grossed out face. It seems that near the statues are little donation boxes to encourage you to give to charity. If you don't, well, then maybe you'll find yourself in this garden for reals. I don't know, is that what they're trying to say? To me this doesn't say donate, it says run far away from the disemboweling dogs. Okay, let's check out of hell and take a trip to a lovely, beautiful garden in upstate New York where a horrifying ghoul of a departed celebrity haunts. Coming in at number 5, we have Scary Lucy. I literally just went to Celeron in New York and stayed right next to the Lucille Ball former haunting ground in a park beside the lovely Chautauqua Harbor Hotel. These days there is a great statue of the iconic Queen of the Bees, but the original Lucille Ball statue was absolutely nightmare-inducing. The statue by New York sculptor Dave Poulin has been dubbed Ugly Lucy and Scary Lucy, and honestly I can see why. She's holding a bottle which is supposed to be Vita Mita Vegemin, but kind of looks like a scary drunk bottle. She looks like a scary drunk woman in the park that you don't want to meet. The statue caused so much shock and outrage that it was recently replaced by a much more legit looking piece. What happened to Scary Lucy though? Is she like in someone's basement somewhere? From New York to Ireland next, at number 4 we have the Ferryman's End. This truly horrifying sculpture can be found in Victoria's Way, County Wicklow in Ireland. Making the sculpture arguably scarier is its positioning in an algae covered pool. Blech. Scary statue, scary pool. It seems that there's a sign behind the sculpture that reads, "The ferryman's craft lies dead in the water. Unable to move, he can no longer reach the other shore and touch it. Unable to touch, he cannot become real, identified and fully energized, hence joyful. Unmoving, he sinks and he dies." Great! Do you want a closer look at his face? Here you go. I think that this statue is even scarier than most because it depicts a person stuck in a rut, unable to get themselves out, and honestly, what could be worse? Coming into number 3, we have a statue from the very same garden. We have the Split Man. Ooh, seeing this makes me want to recoil into myself. "Create or die" reads the dagger that the statue figure is using to cut themselves in half with. Yes, they are cutting themselves right through the head. Blech. It seems that the Split Man is illustrating how procrastination and the inability to focus on creativity will result in a life unworthy of living. Create or die. The park seems scary, but also at the same time pretty cool. Victor's Way is a park designed for adults to encourage them to think outside of the box and do some reflecting on the meaning of life, which I can get on board with, but really, is the meaning the splitting? It's too much for me. Oh, hello, I was wondering when a weeping statue would turn up. Coming in at number 2, we have the Hazaroth Angel. Okay, so listen, the Doctor Who weeping angels are a work of fiction, albeit brilliant fiction, but you know what? Even though they aren't real, they definitely are scary and they definitely shocked the world. If you are afraid of weeping angels, you may want to steer clear of Lakeview Cemetery in Cleveland, Ohio. Why? Well, there's a life-size bronze statue that appears to cry, like actually cry. Not only that, the statue is depicting the Angel of Death. So, you know, not a great omen. The statue sits leaning on an upside down torch that has been extinguished, symbolizing life that has been, you know, snuffed out. Apparently the shocking statue draws a regular crowd, people who want to come and see her cry. Honestly, I'd rather leave her to it. Also, fun fact for you, the sculptor who made this angel is buried in the same cemetery. Kinda sends a chill up my spine. Whew. Okay, who else could be at number 1 in place of this headline grabbing statue? It's the ultimate scary shocking statue. It's Virgin Mary. She's crying blood. It's a tale as old as time, isn't it? A Virgin Mary statue crying blood. It's the end of times. In August 2018, Frias Mendoza from Argentina claimed that he had a statue that cried blood and even went as far as to capture it on video. He said, "I thought it was some kind of punishment and was scary." He soon made his peace with it though, and thousands of people started flocking to see it in a local church. One skeptical person joked, "The local parish priest must have done a degree in marketing." I mean, it is scary though. Ugh, blood crying Mary. Stop it. Stop it.
Virgin Mary statue weeping oil soaks into number 10. A large number of religious people surround the statue of the Virgin Mary in northern Israel because the statue is known for weeping a healing oil. A family who owns the statue strongly believes that the Virgin Mary statue weeps miracle oil that is known to heal different kinds of sicknesses and diseases. Let's take a look at the statue for ourselves. Okay, what do you guys think? Could this be some kind of miracle healing oil, or is it just a scheme that this family came up with? I think it might be a placebo effect because these people truly want to believe that the statue is responsible for producing miracle oil, but I'm pretty skeptical about this. But I don't know how you would explain the oil coming from her eyes, whether this is real or not. I'm officially creeped out here, so let's quickly move on to number 9. A Hindu goddess eyes caught blinking blinks its way into number 9 on this list. This statue is Lord Kali, and this Hindu goddess is known as the destroyer of evil forces, and she is also seen as a divine protector. So it seems like she'd be a good statue to have in your home, right? Well, according to this video, I'm not too sure anymore. Take a look at this. It literally looks like the statue's eyes are piercing through your soul and watching every move you make. Maybe the person who filmed this was an evil person and the statue was like, yeah, I see you. Don't come any closer, And what's going on with her skull necklace? She doesn't seem like a very inviting or friendly goddess to me. Her eyes freak me out, and I think after watching this video, I probably won't be able to sleep at night. Oh, and did you guys notice that scary looking sickle she's holding on to? This statue is too much for me. Next up, number 8, we have a moving doll statue caught moving on camera. This video is in Spanish, so let me translate it for you. Hello, I'm a possessed doll, and I'm coming to kill you. So basically, this is a very possessed doll that was given to this young girl on her 15th birthday. I'm pretty sure I'd rather stick to the brand new car. Or is that 16? Is Sweet 16 the brand new car? The girl in this video is making fun of her doll, and she's saying that the doll is really ugly. Well, I guess the doll didn't like this too much because this happened shortly after. The evil doll wasn't going to take any of her negativity. She moved her head and gave the teenage girl a death stare. I'm kind of on this doll's side here. Now, obviously, I'd probably burn this doll, bury it far away from me, or dump it into a fast-moving river, make sure, it doesn't come back. But you know what? I'm kind of glad this doll stood up for herself. I'm just glad I've never had to deal with a possessed doll that could probably murder me in my sleep. Have you guys ever experienced anything like this? Let me know your craziest stories in the comment section below. Virgin Mary weeping, blood drips into number 7. What's with the Virgin Mary's eyes? I mean, get that thing under control. Maybe buy some Visine, because honestly, these statues are freaking me out. Most times the statues of the Virgin Mary who are seen crying blood or oil have been found to have been just an elaborate hoax put together by people who are obviously trying to get some money from visiting pilgrims. When experts are called in to perform a formal investigation on these statues, it is found that these people inserted tiny pipes running through the statue, which releases liquid gradually. Okay, so knowing all of this now, let's look closely at this creepy Virgin Mary crying blood. I'm gonna call this one as being a hoax. I don't want to insult the Virgin Mary and have a negative karma, so you know what? I think let's move on to the next one. A creepy little Barbie makes its way onto this list at number 6. After watching this video, I'm totally convinced that Barbies are evil and possessed and probably shouldn't be sold in toy stores. Take a look for yourself. Alright, so it appears like this little girl is having the best day, playing with her 2 Barbies. Yeah, that's what I thought, but then I kept watching the video and then this happened. Let's watch that again in slow-mo. So I'm definitely convinced now that Toy Story is probably real, and if you mistreat your toys, then they are probably planning on how they're going to kill you when you're sleeping. If I were to able to get a hold of this Barbie, I don't think I would even give it to my worst enemy, and I'm pretty sure I had the exact same reaction as this little girl when I first watched this video. Except my scream was definitely louder, and a much more higher pitch. She's probably scared for her life, and I think it's safe to say that she doesn't own any more Barbies. Virgin Mary opens her eyes, and this makes its way into this list at number 5. On our previous list, there was a lot of Jesus statues caught moving on camera, but on this list, we have a lot of Virgin Mary statues moving on camera. What is worse? I don't know what it is with these religious statues, but it is a huge phenomenon all over the world. This list is making me want to get rid of any statues that I have, because I don't want them lurking into my place at night, planning on how they're going to kill me or even punish me or just scare the bejesus out of me. But anyways, this creepy Virgin Mary statue was caught on a surveillance camera opening and closing her eyes. She looks like she was made out of concrete or stone, and I don't have an explanation for this. I don't know how this is happening. I'll play the clip, and in the comment section below, tell me what you think caused the eyes to move. I'm at loss for words here. I feel like I should go pray or bathe in holy water like now. So you know what? It's time to change things up. Let's talk about the Krishna statue, and this comes in number 4. Krishna is one of the major gods in Hinduism, who is the god of compassion, tenderness, and love. This particular statue was seen moving after someone reviewed a security camera one night. Hopefully this doesn't freak you out too much, but take a look at this. It looks like Krishna moved his right arm, and people who discovered him moving have no idea how he did it. There is literally no explanation for this, and I'm not sure if I want an explanation for this. I mean, is this real life right now? I don't know how inanimate objects move on their own. Some people will say that, you know, it's a camera trick, people have good editing skills, and some will say it's the power of God, or I say it's possessed by some evil spirits. I think it's just creepy, and I need someone to come up with a logical explanation as to why these statues appear to be moving on their own, because I don't know how much of this creepiness I can actually handle. Hanuman drinking from a spoon makes its way onto this list at number 3. Hanuman is the symbol of strength and energy, and he is worshipped for his unselfish devotion to God. Well, apparently he also enjoys drinking milky substances from a spoon. I don't know how to explain this one. I mean, does this statue have some sort of vacuum in his mouth and that's how he's able to drink the liquid? Or is he really drinking from a spoon? A lot of people in the comment section of this video are saying that the statue is robotic, but then there are a lot of people who believe that the statue is actually moving on its own. I need to know the truth here. We need to start a moving statue investigation club or something, because I think it's time that we have answers. A Jesus statue moves his head. Oh, I couldn't believe this one. And this brings us into number 2. You didn't think I'd go through another statue video and not have Jesus in it, did you? Well, yeah, we had it. So we're talking about Jesus again. There's literally so many videos of Jesus statues moving during a religious ceremony, and this one is no exception. Let's take a look at this scary clip.
Reconozcan al Señor Jesús como el Hijo amado que el Padre ha enviado para salvación de todos.
Okay, so this video that you just saw was uploaded by someone who went to a church in Mexico, and once the statue moved his head, the priest seemed to stumble on his words. He was so mystified by the moving statue. I would stumble on my words too. Actually, no. I would stop talking, dismiss everyone, and probably get the hell out of there. I don't think this is supposed to be some sort of miracle. I don't think I'd be around a moving Jesus statue, because statues aren't supposed to be moving here. I don't know how people could be so calm about this. Okay, moving into the number 1 spot, we have a statue in a cemetery who opens and closes her eyes. I honestly don't know who has the time or energy to stand in a creepy cemetery to film statues, you know, moving all day. I think it's time for a more healthy and productive hobby, because this one is actually kind of disturbing. But as you saw from the video, this stone statue was caught opening and closing her eyes, and I don't see how this is remotely possible, because she is literally made from stone. Her eyelids aren't supposed to be able to move. The entire video is a minute long. If I was filming a statue and it blinked at me, I'm pretty sure I would drop my camera and run for my life. But no, this person actually decided to stick around for some reason. Like, that's why I believe this thing is not real, because this person didn't react how a normal person would actually react. Getting started with this one at number 10 with the man himself, Jesus. I mean, whoa, at the end of the clip, it looks like Jesus is looking straight into your soul and he's judging you. Now, I know there's gonna be a lot of conflicting comments in this one, but seriously, do you guys think that this Jesus statue is actually blinking his eyes and moving his mouth? Or do you think this is an animatronic or a robot thing and it's not a statue, it's just made out to look like one? I've read that a lot of churches will come up with deceiving ways to make it look like their religious statues are moving so that people will attend their church. So I think that might be the case here. It would be both extremely scary and interesting if the statue was actually moving though. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hashtag it moved or hashtag hell no. The rotating Egyptian statue spins into number 9. An ancient Egyptian statue caused a lot of pandemonium at a museum in Manchester when it was discovered that it was turning on its axis inside of its display case. Curators and workers at the museum immediately said that this ancient statue must be cursed because there is no other logical explanation for it. I'll let you guys be the judge. Here's a clip of this creepy statue moving in its sealed display case. This statue is dated back to the 1800s BC, and it was found in a mummy's tomb, so I get why people think that the statue was cursed. The workers were so scared of this phenomenon, so they decided to record it moving on a time-lapse video, and they were astonished that the statue spun 180 degrees without anyone going near it. Well, I hate to burst your bubble here, but the statue isn't cursed with an ancient spell. It rotates because there is a small vibration in the display case that causes it to turn. So I guess we don't have to call a witch to lift the spell. We don't need to call the Ghostbusters either. Virgin Mary moves lips during a prayer, and this stage phenomenon makes its way onto this list at number 8. Alright, so back in July of 2015, there were some reports over in Australia that a painting of the Virgin Mary was seen moving her lips. Apparently her lips were moving in sync of a prayer at the Charbells Church, and there was actually 3 people who witnessed this. One of them managed to film the incident, so here it is for you guys.
Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
So this footage was quickly uploaded onto the internet, and a lot of Catholic people believe that this is a very special miracle. But of course, there are a lot of skeptics who argue that this is actually a hoax. I'm one of those skeptics. They claim that the movement of the camera and the lighting in the church act as an optical illusion, and that's why it looked like her lips are moving. Well, I hate to burst your bubbles, but even the church stated that they believe that this video is nothing more than an optical illusion. Buddha statue makes its way onto this list at number 7. Over in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, several Buddha statues in the Phu Xian service center was caught moving. Now this really happened. I couldn't even make this stuff up even if I wanted to. If I was in this temple praying, I think I would bolt to the door. A lot of worshippers stayed in the temple because they believed that these Buddha statues were trying to send them a positive message, but personally I would find the nearest exit, bathe in some holy water, and I probably wouldn't have any statues or gnomes at my house anytime soon. These Buddha statues were seen moving their lips, blinking, moving their chest and hands, and emitting light. This happened for almost an hour straight, and of course I have a clip for you guys. Okay, is this real life right now? Did you guys see the statue blink and emitting a bright light? Kinda creepy. After the service ended, 100 people lined up to speak to the abbot of the temple to tell him that they saw these statues moving. This is too much for me. I can't handle this one, so let's move on. Up next, number 6, we have this mysterious statue that was caught moving. As you guys probably guessed, a lot of these statues that were caught moving are religious figures or artifacts, and this is no different. I'm about to play you guys a clip of Sai Baba statue, and it's moving on camera. Sai Baba is an Indian spiritual leader who is regarded as a saint. So let's take a look at the clip I have for you guys. This was a night vision camera that was able to capture the statue moving on its own. It looks like the statue used its arms to remove the decoration that it's hanging on its neck. I don't know about you guys, but I find this extremely creepy, and I think I'm about to go back to my condo and remove all my statues from my house. Anything that sits still in my house, I am moving. I don't want anything moving at this time. I definitely wouldn't want to catch my Groot statue moving, or would I? Actually, I have a baby Groot at home, and that would be kind of cool to have a baby Groot as a friend. And at number 5, get ready and pray, because we're talking about Jesus. I'm about to play a clip for you guys of a Jesus statue moving his head, and this is during a Catholic procession. Get your Bibles out and prepare to be scared. Okay, did you guys see that? A lot of religious people say that this is a true sign from God, while others claim that this footage is fake because they can see the cloth of the statue's back moving. Either way, this clip was filmed during the pilgrimage in 2004 in a city called Saltillo in Mexico, and ever since it was uploaded onto YouTube, it has sparked a lot of controversy. Some people can't believe that others would swallow this story, while others are claiming that they have just seen other Jesus statues do the same thing, and one person even said said that his Virgin Mary statue that he keeps in his house has been weeping blood for 4 months. I mean, whoa, buddy, what kind of sins have you committed? Your Virgin Mary is crying out blood? I think it's time to get out of the house. Go and pray. So yeah, I think it's time to repent and visit a confession. Maybe turn yourself into the police because something is up. Let's stay on topic of Jesus in at number 4. Yep, Jesus did it again. A crucified Jesus statue was seen moving its head during a Good Friday Mass in the Mexican state of Jalisco. Worshippers who attended the event said that his head moved slightly and that it was a miracle. They believed that he wanted to tell them something or that he wanted something from them. Let's not take their word for it. Have a look for yourself. What do you guys think? Was this some sort of miracle, or could there be another reasonable explanation? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, because I'm actually pretty curious on what you guys have to say about this. Despite a lot of the worshippers believing that this Jesus statue was a miracle, the priest of the Mexican church claims that there is a lot more logical explanations. He claims that the statue's head collapsed because the ropes holding it became loose. Let's maybe stray away from Jesus for a little bit, just for a little bit. Don't be hating on me now. And let's talk about Snow White. And Snow White comes in at number 3. This footage was captured by an anonymous source, and if you look closely, you're able to see the Snow White statue blinking. Just a warning though, you probably shouldn't watch this video if you're weak at heart. Okay, no, that's no joke. This doesn't sit well with me, and I don't think we'll ever be able to get that image out of our heads. I mean, come on. The statue's eyes are painted on, and she doesn't have any eyelids, so how the heck is this even possible? We are being trolled. We have to be, right? There are some scary witchcraft going on here, or she's possessed by the blinking demon. Okay, moving on to number 2 on our list, we have the Virgin Mary statue. A Hispanic church in southeastern Mexico is attracting a lot of people from all over the world because a lot of people are claiming that she is weeping tears from her eyes. But I'll play the clip and let you guys be the judge. Do you guys think this is real? Apparently people visit the statue to pray and cry to her with hopes of being healed. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I would ever visit a statue that is known to cry. This just seems super weird, super scary. I'm not sure what to think of it. Maybe possessed. Maybe it's possessed by an evil spirit. But then again, there are a lot of other people who say that unless the Pope verifies that the statue is really crying, it must be a hoax. Finally, at the top spot on our list, number 1, we have this creepy statue, and of course, I have to warn you guys with this one. This clip is actually really creepy, and I think you're gonna have nightmares for days because of it, so you're welcome. Yeah, I warned you guys, so I'm sorry parents for kids not being able to sleep tonight. I think we're going to need to start a support group for people who have witnessed statues moving because this video is a little bit too much to handle. And what is it with Jesus statues moving all over the world? I'm a little bit concerned about this. After this video was uploaded onto the internet, paranormal investigators and experts spent weeks investigating this video, and they concluded that this video wasn't edited in any way, which scares me so much. Apparently more than 20 paranormal specialists, as well as priests, sculptors, video editors, and other special effect designers, they've spent a long time analyzing this video. So basically a bunch of professionals looked into this video and said that it was real. I don't know if I believe it still, although it got checked out by analysts. I don't know, unless I'm there, I could see the original footage. I just can't believe it, because how is it even possible?